Oh jeez, my volume. Ha! Oh god, I just forgot the volume. uh, good to know that everyone can hear me again. Ooh, tier 2 algae generator. Oh, what? What on earth just happened? Like, firstly, my volume was like so low, or like there was no volume. Thank you for telling me in that comments. I didn't know that. And then secondly, I just got a bacteria generated tier 2. But we have to redesign our base. So starting with um the biolab, sorry, my words. So I want to get this like bit low. Or actually I can move them around. I'll see what I can do. So get rid of you. Take these guys. I'm pressing F4 to easily get out. Also, I don't need these structural parts. Uh, Actually, you know what? I'll get rid of the glass. Ooh, this is more of an open space. I actually like that. And then our biodome goes on the top. Because I want to expand a bit to the top. Up, turn you around. There we go. So you have the monitor over here. And I'm going to put these very strong looking trophies. Because I'm pretty sure we all know what these look like. They look like rockets. Yes, you can make very strong looking shapes in the game. In this game, which is PlanetCrafter. Alright, GOFS Flight Video Group. Gosh, you have a long name. Said, I am playing Starship Factory and enjoying the music on Spotify. Oh, nice. What music are you listening to, actually? I'd like to listen as well when I have free time, which I rarely do. Sad for me. But yeah, hope you're enjoying your music. I'm also enjoying my game. I really love this base actually. Let me just move the strong looking shape. Just gonna put you over here and then put you on the other side. These are my trophies. Also, I might need a chair so I can sit in, but yeah, chairs are for the weak. Chairs are for the weak. um, Here we go. Also, you can see some grass growers, some flower growers. Basically, just like someone let the retic on. I'm just trying to. Yeah, we got lots of bioplastic nuggets, nuggies, nuggies as we like to call them nowadays. So I am going to make a door because we want to exit. Like we need to exit from the top shelf. I'm just gonna call them shelves because it's just better to say. Also, I will have to move things around because I'm trying to aim for a somewhat clean base. Because when I was playing this game a while ago, you can like clip them into parts. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on basically making like a row, like an aisle of these, like what you see in a shops, in a shopping area. We go shopping. Oh, this is overlapping. Well, not anymore. So we have silicon over here. Silicone. So I'm gonna move all the rare materials on one side and then the rest on the other. So just put you over here. Move you over here. Move you over here. So how's everyone's day slash night slash afternoon been slash morning? Well, I do hope it's going great because oh boy, you're going to enjoy this mission today. Also, why is that doing? No, why? I'm getting confused. Hold up, let me just chuck you over there. I'm trying to talk while organizing this. Algae. I got the algae generator tier 2 before getting the actual one. That is absolutely funny. So I'm gonna make like an aisle of things. So it's gonna have so you're gonna walk in once you get from the ladder. So walk into the ladder, you're gonna go around, then do a full U-turn. Or do like a full U-turn out. I don't know what you'd call that, but it seems pretty good. So we have our fabrics. Our fabrics what we used to make like that's a lot of tech and ice. So you'd have fabrics what you use to make couches or chairs. I love fabric. We just eat some food and eat some water. And yes, I did say I would eat some water, and water is actually eatable. You just have to deep fry it. So this is the osmium. Now, osmium literally looks like what you'd use for plasma. And yep, everyone left. Everyone left a minute. So in my base, you're gonna go around, do a full U-turn, and basically all the copies of items will be over here. I think that looks pretty good. Just needs a bit more maintaining and cleaning out. So I now have like life support on one side. So Ice Tech. I almost said Iceman for a second. Epic Top Gun reference. Back there, and put the what should I call this stuff? I should call it the good stuff. The best name ever over here. Then quickly save my game so I don't have any technical issues. Now, there's our water collector. Oh no, I'm getting stuck. The way to get unstuck in the game is to spam the F4 key on your keyboard. That's when you start like unclipping yourself out. So it's actually pretty useful when you get yourself stuck. And then this little crate over here, this little locker, sorry. It's not a crate, it's a locker. Is what you use for your like packets. So these packets are used to make explosive powder, and explosive powder equals, well, heaters. That's a lot of super alloy. Bit of iridium, uranium, yummy. Love uranium, it's good. Wouldn't recommend eating it because you get lots of calories. So I think we'll just keep the base running like this for now, with all the iron, because iron will become quite scarce, or like the abundance will go low, which is very bad if you want to build stuff. So this is my base. I'm gonna make a living compartment corner actually to go to this doop boop, when really you can just go like doop, making it nice and good. Like what I did over here. I can put nice couches there without having to ruin it, making it look blocky. So I believe the recipe is an iron, titanium, and a cobalt. Cobalt's being obviously blue. Ha, bit like me. What's blocking it? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ha, just the slightest. But then, what? Hmm. That somehow worked really well, but not anymore with this. Uh, that seems to be an issue. Now, let me just check my computer stuff real quick. Yep, CPU's at 90%, that's good. Just perfect. With that out the way, let's see if we can... Because before we could like do like this, like move it around. Besides, I can't be moving my, can't be like bothered moving yeah, I can't be bothered moving my whole thing, whole level. Let's make a beacon now. Huh? Huh? Yeah, I'll just put it upside down. Make you blue. Beautiful. Call this my Blue Aerospace 236 KSC, or Kennedy Space Center, or Kerbal Space Center for those KSP fans out there. Wow, my base looks surprisingly clean. Unlike my bedroom. Maybe just see if we can fix a few things. I want to go to the heater room. Because we have all these heaters. So what I'll do is I'll move these heaters inside the base. And I'll just move this water collector out the way. I think I'll just move the water collector near where the water is. Doesn't work like that. So we got our 3 nuclear reactors. You can see 2, but there's only 1 behind the other one. And we can see we have our oxygenators, which is what gives us our oxygen for us to breathe. Oh, hey, Dad. Yeah, I'll just take that. Thanks. So basically, right now at this stage was my dad was delivering me my dinner. My dinner. It's delicious. It's steak, and I'll just cover this room up with heaters. Uh, I'll just move them over here. It's gonna burn, burn, burn. The room of heaters. It's gonna burn, burn. Oh look, lakes. It's a lake. To be honest, I am quite funny when I'm doing my live streams. I do obtain a bit of a humor setting. Let me just move the ladder. My computer's holding now. Oh look, the good stuff. Yummy. What I could do now is actually if where the ice is, the ice I can take all the ice out and then turn those into water. Because ice, for those who don't know, can be turned into water. Yes, I know. It's pretty incredible, crazy what you can do with chemistry. Ice. I am now the Iceman. Ha! Second Top Gun reference today. As I go down the ladder, very quickly actually, observe the eggplants. And you can make a fertilizer with eggplants. So that's why we mostly need them. There's our food source also. Let's just see what jetpacks we have. We have tier 5, tier 3, tier 4. Oh, we're up to date, that's good. Now, oh look, it's raining. It's raining tacos from out the sky. What I want to do is I want to move this house. I'm gonna maybe I'll see about that. I'll see what I can do. Because I just want this to be one whole base thing. And I think the only opportunities would be to expand underground. And that is not an option. We cannot do that. We can put a door. I'm gonna use the back door. And then fly through there like that. Also, we have to make our base look presentable. Because we want people to come into our base and think, oh, he did a great job. We should live here, or something like that. So we want our base to look presentable, or somewhat presentable. Well, unlike my bedroom. So just place you there. I think we can dig another ladder in there to make the ground look amazing. And for fence, we just use silicon to fence the area off, so making it look safe. While it's raining, I'm gonna get rid of the unnecessary foundries. Because it looks pretty structural stable to me. So I need to get the silicon. The silicone! Just me testing my voice. how silly pitch I can get it. We just level you out. I think I can move the fence a bit. Awesome. Now no one will fall. I mean, except for someone who's low in IQ. Safety first, kids! Now, we are almost 50% to lakes. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to quickly move everything back to where they are. And I'll gulp another eggplant and water. And I'll just deconstruct you and move you into the new area. This is for like more free space area. For like more free space, yeah. Awesome. And I'll just put like another one. Because I think we have like 5 tier 3 heaters. And also I want to put doors everywhere. So in case there's any hull breaches. Any breaches in the area. So this is titanium, iron, and silicon are what you need to make one door each. So I need about 4. Don't really know why, but we'll just do it. Now let's do some door work. Put a little door there. I think that looks pretty good. You reckon there's any point really putting this thing here? I mean, it's great. Actually, we could put a... Nah. Let's be a little makeshift door. Actually, this should be like an airlock. I really like that door, how it works. And like make like another door here, so it looks like a actual airlock, what you'd see in like a movie. Another door there, and I'd make an external door wall. Because I don't have walls, so I can make a I can make a glass thing. I'll make a little glass door. Glass door? Yeah, glass wall door. What am I saying? I lost my words. And just put another window, sorry, that's the word. I'm losing my words. Ha ha ha. Now I'm gonna move these out the way. Deforest the area. Also, there's a golden seeds we have in here. Using my epic horticulture skills, I can find perfect places to plant these. But for the time being, I'm just gonna put a bunch over here. Because this area looks pretty barren, in my opinion. And then do another one. And another one. Do we have another one? Yes, we do. That's awesome. And I'll just put a seed spreader. I think that's what it's called. It doesn't tell me. That's not good. Basically, yeah, we have all the seed stuff here and there. So basically, we are still we are still like, yeah, there's not enough breathable air left, and we just reached 50% of lakes. So with the area that I cleared over here, we can move the launch site, which is massive. But you know what else? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna make that joke, the large joke. Actually, I feel like launching it over here would be good. I mean, we have to utilize all the space over here. Yeah, that's our launch site. And our vehicle build site would be also like just next door to it. So I'm gonna get some fresh air for a few seconds. So I'm basically the Matt Damon of this. So I'm gonna fill this area with nuclear reactors or nuclear generators. So vehicle stations, you can use these to make basically cars. So you can make vehicles of any kind, really. You can make a rover. Do you see how I connected the launch pad with the rover site? It's some pretty cool engineering. Now for the water. The water. I think we're doing decently well actually on our infrastructure. So what I'm gonna do now is I will move these around. I'm gonna move these around so we can make more and get better at them. So we're basically on our tier 3 level, or level 3 as I like to call them. I want to clear out this space for like farming space, because it's beautiful, this area, and I just got hit by a rock. I actually flew into a rock, so what I want to do is I want to move all the way over here into this area at the back. So I want to sort of hide it away from us all. So I will be building more of these once I can access more biomes. Just, like, this is what I mean by literally hiding them. And we appear to be in a sandstorm. Yeah, that's about it. I can only make 4 sadly, so that's a bummer. There might be some aluminum or aluminium, sorry, where we need to build the tier 3 drills in the iridium biome. Because, yeah, it just happens to be aluminum in the iridium biome, so that's pretty cool. As we suspected, there's iridium. Lots of it. Yeah, see, there's the aluminium or aluminum. Woolmo worm, as I like to call them. So this game is basically, you have to find like parts of materials around this whole place. I like to think of it as an Easter egg hunt. I'm not sure if you guys do that in where you guys are, but I'm assuming it's a yes. Hello, Nominal Nerd. Welcome. Hello, GOFS Flight Fit Groove. I think I said it right without looking on the comments. And also, I'm about to pass out from lack of oxygen, so it's probably a good sign I should get back to base. Get back to work. But nothing's stopping me from doing that. I can do whatever I want. I think. What's in it? Oh, like a chest. There's beans. There's beans. I'm like a bug. I'm like a little fly. I go bzzz, land on the thing, get the ores, and then fly away. But for now, I should call it a day for this, for hunting a Wilma worm. I hope you guys enjoying the stream so far, and hopefully it doesn't get like nothing bad happens. Well, this was a disappointment. The thingamabobbity. So iridium. Oh, there you are. We can also make iridium rods, which is also pretty neat. And we have a lot of aluminum. So we want to build a couple more. So I need, at say two aluminum equals one of the drills. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll see how much iron I need for this one, for the next one. Yeah, I think I'll just call it that for the time being. So I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. We are starting to build lots of drills. We're gonna drill through the planet. I mean, it is possible, just like you need advanced technology. Advanced technology to activate the planet core. That sounds like an Astroneer reference I just made there. We have the miners. We got miners here. I see 3 more, no, 4 more iron. Sorry, I'm losing my words. What is wrong with my English? Iron, I'll take you. I'll just nick you off the ground. Could make another 2. And another one. And another one. Here we are. Would you look at that? This is the field of miners. Just put you there. Do me a favor and just check in when these are done. By the way, guys. Because our oxygen is 50% almost. So for safety concerns, we should definitely go back and get some more air. With our little radar going, you spin me right round. %54 to lakes. Let's see what we need to do the most on. I mean, pressure's gone up by a lot actually, so as well as heat. I think we should be focusing on oxygen, so we can unlock tier 4 heaters. As well as algae generators. Gotta make algae. I think we should skip from algae tier 1 to T2. I reckon I can make a few actually. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'll just use all of them. And then I'm pretty sure you need eggplants and sulfur. So I'm aiming to make 3. Yeah, do eggplants are required for fertilizer? Right, we need algae. We gotta make algae to make the algae generator T2. Um, Water, magnesium, and super alloy is what I need. Magnesium, where are you? Oh, there's a super alloy. Alloy. And in that nearby lake over here, we should be able to just place a few. And by few, I mean like at least 3. Whee! In I go. Sometimes I am funny on the live streams, but if I like to take things a bit seriously, I try to like do it actually good. Any more eggplants? Any more eggplants? We got more over here. Actually, we'll go out the special emergency exit. I think that's about it. Yeah, I just lost the exit. I'll just go the old-fashioned way. The good old-fashioned way. Where am I going? I'm supposed to go upstairs, not to the biolab. So while I'm playing my game, my dad has delivered me my dinner. So I'm just gonna quickly enjoy that while I'm at it. Haha, fooled ya. Of course I'll still be playing. And I feel like we should get some uranium. Because we're kind of lacking on uranium. And we need a lot of uranium to build a few of these guys. Yeah, 3 uranium rods to make 1 uranium reactor each. So I can see our flowers beautifully growing. We have plenty of aluminum. I should see a little secret behind here. Oh, not over here. It's the next one. There's usually golden chests around here. Chests around here. Maybe, nope, none of those. So all the way at the very far, like, end of the map, on the far right, I'm pretty sure it is. So on the very far east of the map, sorry, I should be putting into good detail there. You are wanting to find a cave with full of uranium, like lots of uranium. So you have to go through this big spiky biome. But don't worry, you won't get spiked. If you're at least quick, you can get here without wasting a smidge of oxygen. I mean, that's a challenge. I would challenge you guys to, if you're playing this game. So the game I'm playing, sorry, I left you hanging with the game name. The game is actually the PlanetCrafter. It's available on Steam. You can purchase it for about like 40 or 50-ish dollars, Australian dollars. So this is the uranium biome. It should be full of uranium, but obviously I raided that a while ago. So there's no point going there, but I was just showing. Also, where I like to go is there's like a bunch of different other biomes around here. I think it's in my microchip one with a compass. But there's like a sort of like this biome. It like gives you that kind of like sadness and sickish feeling. For me, it's like sad. But then you find like lots of good stuff over here. Like, I'm not kidding, there's like super alloy. Super alloy is like a rare material, by the way, for like early game starting on this game. Also, it's very lonely, this biome. Oh, there's an abandoned base. But I'm not gonna go there because I don't want to die and end up there. And there's this by the biome before I pass out in the game. Oh, uranium. Heck yeah. So there's this biome. It's pretty beautiful actually. It gives me the moon vibes. Hello, anybody home? You find some pretty rare materials like pulsar quartz, which is also really rare. Some osmium, also good. You also find some pretty good ass stuff here, like more uranium. So I think I'm just gonna, yeah. I think whenever I like unalive myself in the game, I respawn back anyway, like in Minecraft. But I would recommend going back, and would you look at that, our base is far away and we are low on oxygen. Oxygen level critical. And I am slowly passing out. But here I am, I teleport back to base. So after this stream, well actually in a few, I will play Starship Factory, and there's a meteorite storm. How perfect! Nice of you to drop by. Just try not to get hit by the meteorites. Asteroids, they're not good. It's really red, by the way, on my monitor. Also, it looks like purple from here. So, I think I asked this question again, but like, how's everyone been? Hope everyone's been awesome. So I think it's been an hour, or roughly an hour of playing this game. Like 23 minutes of just me being silent because I forgot to turn it back on. I think we should get some algae. Oh, it's not ready yet. Oh, look, algae. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Algae. Yummy, yummy. I'm just swimming in the ocean. We got a few algae samples. So we can make bacteria samples with these and fertilizer, which is also pretty good. In the bio lab. So we need 2 eggplants and 1 sulfur for each. So I feel like I'm going to make 2 each. Beautiful. Do some epic science stuff. Oh, that's actually quite a lot. I just realized this sounds like the Lego brick sound effects from Lego Star Wars. It's quite creative. So packets, where do you go? Packets, where do you go? I think I'm gonna call it a day for the stream. Well, not this stream, but like the next one, because I will be playing Starship Factory. Alright, we are up again. We are up again like a starship vehicle. I'm just trying to hear my audio, see how it is, if it's perfect or not. So before we start, I'll just show you off my saves. There's this one, let me just wait for it to load. This is massive. So this is how big a launch site can become. So here you got your display stands, bit of your storage, a lot of the rings, And you can see a little Mr. Wobbly Flappy over here. Some warehouses where ships being built, manufactured. And we got the launch site, sorry. Now the update hasn't came out yet. Oh, the Flappy ship. I think you can only do that with the checkouts. I think this is the another. There's like another save too as well. They have also made. Currently, it is just like this. But I think this one has like more space potential. I'm just showing off a bunch of base designs. And then when we go down, this is a good one in my opinion. Lots of buildings. Let me just pause time so it's quicker. Doesn't save as much frames here. You can see the strong looking ring stacks and in other parts. I think there's also one on the very bottom called Uwu for some reason. It's literally just called that, don't know why, but we'll wait for it to load. Yeah, this is what it is. This one's actually pretty good. Alright, without me faffling around, let's get into it. Let's get into the meme. Let's check my social media real quick. Let's get started. So I think we should get the crane workers because I just want to see how quick the space is. And what I figure out we do is we make the launch site first because I just want to get it over and done with, the launch pad site. So go send, like, just place a bunch of those. And yeah. So I think, I believe, sorry. What about the new update is hot staging ring for Starship Factory? Oh yeah, also make a real star base and, well, that's what I'm gonna try to do with the launch site. So I think it's like remove all these and do them vertical. Put them to the other side. Put them to the other side. So yeah. This performance thing is so annoying. Just turn you off. Get rid of ya. So get rid of these, delete them. Delete them! Bleak Aerospace immediate demands for the CH4 tanks to be placed on the side. So I think real Starbase today is like CH4 tanks going like this. And then LOX tanks going like this. I believe that's what it is. And then a few nitrogen tanks at the very back. This is probably going to be very inaccurate, but performance over looks. Alright, look, OLM 1, Orbital Launch Pad 1. It's like this. And then a tower. You're gonna make the second tower after that. for the joke. He's like, Squidward, there's a second tower! Cover this up. Fill the concrete in. Yummy concrete. It's actually bad for you. So this is looking pretty good so far. And then for the this is for the water deluge. The deluge where the water comes out from the launch pad. So I'm gonna cut these into halves. I think this looks pretty good so far. So just fill them up in with the concrete. Boom, boom, boom. Fill them up with the concrete. Awesome. And then a launch pad. I'm pretty sure the launch pad goes like this. There's no OLM2. No launch mount 2 in it as well, like the second one. So I'm pretty sure it just goes like this. Beautiful. So there's 2 towers now. That looks pretty accurate. Now we're gonna use the little roadwork thing to this. This is where the SpaceX Gate to Mars wall is. So this is how they plan to make it look like. So it's all just space. I'm trying to make a real life star base in this game. So this game is called Starship Factory. I really love how the game turned out with the graphics. I mean, it's like cartoon, but like low poly style cartoon, which is also really good. Alright, let's do some fly arounds, see how it's going. Oh, I like it. God, I'm losing the controls already. And I want to actually fill this up with more fuel tanks. Awesome. Add more concrete again. Look at that. Does that look pretty good? Actually, let me make it go on an angle. This is just the pad. Also, I want to also test out the engines on this thing, on the rockets. So something like this will do. So this is where the stack of the rocket sits. Or some of it sits, at least. Look at that. I think that looks accurate enough. See how much fuel we got going. How's that look? So we have 2 towers to work with. Just don't expect any planes to come in. Otherwise that would be no good. So let's build the tents and the Star Factory. So that's something like this at least would work. These are the main big buildings we see. And then the Star Factory. Now I can't realistically get a Star Factory in this game because there's no Star Factory, so we just have to rely on this big thing, which is the tents actually. Now this is my favorite part because I think over here is the Sanchez site, which is like where all the storage goes. So this is where all the boosters and ships would stay. It's pretty cool actually. I'm just placing down the foundations where things will go. And then this is where the where people get hired, which is the logistics area, or as I like to call it, the slave area, because people in the game don't get actually paid in the game, so I'm calling it the slave area, just for all fun and jokes. So we got ourselves some slaves. I mean employers. that will kindly take in offers. So our primary build material is stainless steel, so we gotta get that. And then get some crane workers to put the parts together. So this is where our domes are, where the dome of the rockets are made. The domes, which is what is used for the fuel parts of the fuel tank. So we're gonna make those. But how? Well, they just magically appear. So there's no how. Which is very, very, very fun. And we've got to make the thrust pucks, which is used for the engine placements, and then the booster thrust pucks, and then the nose cones for the aerodynamic stuff. So would you look at that? We have some good parts getting manufactured here. So these are just the basics. We also need to make lots of rings, some ring stacks to build the actual tanks. Because it's not just built with one big scrap thingy-mabobbity. I'm trying to help this guy out. Then you want to focus a bit on the actual rings, which is the fuel tanks. So these will be all like ring parts. Also want to get some hot stage rings, which is what these for the booster. What these for the booster being put on top. So it's actually a really, really creative way how they do hot staging, where they fire the engines on the ship to separate the whole thing. And would you look at that? We got some rings, some hot stage ring. Bit of this, bit of that. Now we're gonna make stack welders, which is what is used for manufacturing the actual rings. Or manufacturing the barrel sections. We need a lot of these so we can mass produce these parts. So two stack is what we mostly need. Well, didn't mean to put 3 stack. So we have our 2 stacks and 5 stacks. We mostly need 4 and 2 stacks really, just so we can make the barrel, the forward section, the common section, you name it. So look at that, we got so much parts being manufactured here at Blue Aerospace. I'm trying to use my own way of doing so. Now I'm gonna add roads as well so I can like make things a bit easier. So I think we need a road here that goes around to the Star Factory. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then another road to where we go, which is the Mega Bay and High Bays. Lost the name there for a second, but it's a part of my English. I think that looks accurate enough. Now I'm just going to cover this all with shipping containers. They may be wondering how on earth can these guys get around? Well, they're cranes. They can get around literally anything. Here's some shipping containers. Yeah. I love how that perfectly fits. Is that enough people we need to employ? I think we need to employ more people, more slaves. So we're gonna make some SPMT workers to carry the big, heavy bits. Also, we should expand our delivery of parts that we need. So we need grid fins, we need aft and forward flaps. Forward and aft meaning like, forward means top, aft means bottom, which is pretty cool. Getting some engines here as well. So I'm just building, so I'm just selecting the booster and ship parts because we want to make these out all at once. So I'm gonna fill these up with concrete. Beautiful. That looks really well. And then I'll just put a display stand over here. Also, our first Starship, which would be untested, or is it just a mock-up really, is Mark 1. Our first ever Mark 1 ship. She'll appear over here. And it will utilize the high base, sorry, as for making the nose cone, for manufacturing our nose cones. There's our Mark 1. Put you on display. Well, he's not gonna come back. Just remove from pad. Brilliant. So we have to get as much workers as possible. Also, where did he go? Where'd that starship go? Got removed from pad. Could he be hiding in the Mega Bay? He was hiding in the Mega Bay, I was right. That was actually quite funny. He's just hiding in the Mega Bay. So in the Sanchez site over here is where like all our part storage is. Which is actually quite interesting. How they store the starships. Because they just like let it bake in the sun. I mean, if you think about it, Starship is probably like 1,000,000 degrees hot. I mean, it's probably more hotter in the sun and on re-entry. It's actually not. So I'm just gonna make some road around here. Because I want to connect these roads a bit instead of having like pieces of road. So just move this guy around here. My road building is very good. And as I stretch myself a bit, look at that. That's awesome. Let's move you to a test and see if we can do a little hop test. Let's go for a 10-kilometer hop. And we have liftoff. Oop, little spinny right there. Get some better onboards. Now try to get the flip actually. Oh, beginning to flip. Good altitude control. Hope the script ain't broken. Oh, look at the flaps. Ship landing, burn start. And touchdown. Let's see how construction's going in a totally accurate Star Factory. That nose cone is still there. I think I might have to call it now, because I have to finish off me dinner. Plus, no one's